News 46 is brought to you by Inspiration Senior Living, where we provide affordable elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community. News is also brought to you by Smitty's Cards and Coins. Would you like to know what your collectibles are worth? Come by 2281 Postal Road, Unit 4, across from the post office. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight on News 46, an explosion sends an officer to UMC trauma. Desert View Hospital is getting ready to go smokeless, and 9 local educators receive awards. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Tuesday, May 19th, 2015. I'm Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. 46-year-old Jeffrey Snook, who is a 15-year veteran of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, has been identified as the officer injured in Monday's explosion in Sandy Valley. Snook remains at UMC trauma with significant but non-life-threatening injuries. According to Metro, officers were dispatched to a vacant residence just before 5:10 last night on the 2000 block of Woods Avenue in Sandy Valley to investigate a report of a burglary. Officers contacted the owners of a home who found garbage within the house they said did not belong to them. The owners disposed of the paper items by placing them into a large drum and started to burn them. While the items were burning, a large flash of flame erupted from the barrel. Officer Jeffrey Snook was injured as a result. Another officer on scene rendered aid until medical personnel arrived. Investigators say there were some plastic containers and aerosol cans in the lower part of the barrel before the fire being started. Those items ignited and at that time caused an explosion. Desert View Hospital has decided to go smoke-free.
Desert View Hospital has made the decision to we want to be a leader in the community. Where Nevada has designated, unfortunately, Nye County is the most unhealthiest county in the state. We want to make efforts to kind of lead out and say, look, here's our contributions with our no smoking on the campus. That's no smoking, no tobacco products on not only the hospital but the entire campus. The hospital, our clinics, here one on our physical therapy on 372, on a clinic out on 160. We've also asked DaVita and their organization to join us and all that, and they're very supportive. And so we're anxious to kind of talk about that and kind of be a leader in the community with being a no smoking deal. And
so that includes the parking lot and inside your vehicles and also this property surrounding, right?
It does. It includes all of those, exactly. So we were grateful for Dr. Lopez, who's our chief of medicine and chief of our hospitalist, to really he was really the driving force behind this. And so it was wonderful to have a physician driving this and being our champion.
Speaking of Dr. Lopez, tell me a little bit about why you decided to do this.
Well, I've been in Desert View for 3 years now, and from the time I've started here, I've noticed the population compared to other places that I've worked with, smoking is really prevalent down here. And I would admit patients, day in, day out, they would come in here for smoking-related illnesses. And despite that, they would still want to go out and smoke. So they would come here, we would treat them, they'd feel a little better, then they'd feel much stronger to actually go out there and smoke. And then the whole cycle begins. So I see it on both ends. I see it when they're going out, and I see them when they come back for the same problem. So it's just like a no-brainer. This smoking is a leading preventable cause of mortality, and we want to prevent that. As Kelly was talking about, we're a leader in the community. As such, as leader, we should act like leaders, and we're going to start with our hospital.
The Los Angeles City Council has voted to phase in a minimum wage increase by 2020 to $15 per hour. An earlier proposal that would have raised the minimum to $15.25 per hour by 2019 would have benefited 40% of LA's workforce. Today's vote directs the LA City Attorney to formally draft legislation that will then go before the same council for a vote. They said the minimum wage shouldn't be at poverty level. The federal minimum wage is $7.25 an hour. When we return, we'll tell you about a ribbon cutting held today.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Inspiration Senior Living, where we provide affordable elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community.
And welcome back. Avco Builders had a ribbon cutting and barbecue this morning on Winery Road.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for coming. I'm Sue Bai with the Chamber of Commerce, and we are so excited to be here today to congratulate Scott West on the opening of Avco Builders here on 2220 Winery Road, and we welcome him back into the community and wish him much success. So Scott, at this time, if you'll cut the ribbon. Thank you very much. All right, congratulations. Good luck.
Well, we've had an amazing turnout. I'm amazed at how many people have come and shown up, and the response that we've been having, and the interest in building is really more than I was expecting with since the first time we talked. So we've got a great turnout, many people here, and getting ready to enjoy some food and drinks.
You've been having a grand opening?
That's pretty much what this is all, open house, ribbon cutting, yeah. So
let's talk about what you guys have to offer.
Well, we've got many floor plans to offer, and there's custom rebuilds, remodels, which we've had a lot of people talking about today, garages, and pretty much anything construction-wise we can handle.
And so you guys are locally located here on Winery Road?
Yes, we are.
Is this the original location?
Yes, this was the original location. Once when the market took a downturn, they closed the model down except for appointments only, and then we were seeing the market was turning around, and so we started working on opening it up. And just the time period since we've been back here to this last week even has been phenomenal. So
right here at 2220 Winery Road, what time are you guys open?
We're here at 10 o'clock in the morning, and we're usually sticking around. It really depends on how many people we have come in, but we'll stay here as late as we need to, but you can see us here at 4 or 5 o'clock at night.
You also have a website?
Yes, that's avcobuilders.com.
Nye Communities Coalition held their annual Stand for the Children Teacher of the Year Awards at their location on West Street.
This year, the Nye Communities Coalition has taken over the ceremony to honor all of the Teacher of the Years that was chosen by each and every school by their peers. So we're real proud of being able to be part of this and honoring our teachers this year.
Tim, you're a board member. This is throughout the whole Nye County School District, right?
Correct.
So how many teachers then total got awards this year?
I think we had about 9.
I think so. And it's in the Pahrump area.
And what's the criteria?
Basically, we send a notification out to all of the principals of all the schools and say we're having this event in honor of the teachers. Please nominate. And so the schools decide how they do that. They request nominations from their peers, from all of the teachers, and at that point in time, a determination. I think some of the schools voted for it. Some of them had, I think principals chose. So I'm not exactly sure how they do it at the individual schools, but they are nominated by their peers. So they're all winners if they're nominated, right?
Real day to tell the teachers how much we care and what we really think of them as far as all the extra work they do and how much commitment that they make to the children.
Absolutely. I mean, we can all think back into our history of ourselves and think about that one teacher that really made a difference in our life and had that impact. So, like I said, this is a day to honor them, and it's also a day to honor the children of our community. We were able to have amazing entertainment here, all from our local community.
It was a real honor. When I got the word that I'd been nominated, I was pretty excited, and it's something that you don't ever think about, but when it happens and you think back to all your experiences with kids, it really is a true honor.
When you are teaching and you think back on your own years, do you know how much of an impact that you're making on these children on a daily basis?
No, but I hear it from my students on Facebook and in several other places, coming back and saying, thank you, you're the reason I can read today. That's a great honor to have them come back years later.
It's always really exciting when you run into students you've had in the past and they tell you what they're doing. They're, you know, an officer in the military, or they're doing some of these things, and they give you a little piece of that credit. It's pretty rewarding.
Congratulations and thank you to all of our teaching professionals. In a rare joint action with attorneys general for each of the 50 states, the Federal Trade Commissioner says 4 cancer charities run by extended members of the same family conned donors out of $187 million from 2008 through 2012 and spent almost nothing to help actual cancer patients. The Cancer Fund of America is run by James Reynolds Sr. His son, James Reynolds Jr., is the CEO of the Breast Cancer Society. Another charity, the Children's Cancer Fund of America, is run by Rose Perkins, the ex-wife of the elder James Reynolds. He's also the CEO of the 4th charity, Cancer Support Services. The government says the charities claim to provide direct support for cancer patients, breast cancer patients, and children with cancer. The Federal Trade Commission's Bureau of Consumer Protection says that in all, the charities spent about 97% of the donations they received either on private fundraisers or on themselves. Only 3% went to help actual cancer patients. According to the complaint, funds donated to help cancer patients instead went for personal use in often lavish ways. Donated funds were used to pay for vehicles, personal consumer goods, college tuition, gym memberships, jet ski outings, dating website subscriptions, luxury cruises, and tickets to concerts and professional sporting events. The Nye County Sheriff's Office Deputy Summer Danaker spells out all the services available through the Nye County Sheriff's Office.
I'm out here reminding everybody about the different services that the Sheriff's Office offers, to include crime prevention information, neighborhood watch, for the women that are coming, women's self-defense class that's free, our vacation watch that our auxiliary unit does. If you're out of town, snowbirds, anything like that, we do have a service where they come to the house and check on the home as often as they can. It's our volunteer unit that does it. It's a great service that one of the many services that our wonderful Sheriff's Office offers.
And that's so true. A lot of people don't know all these services, do they?
They don't. I've had a lot of people very surprised and very appreciative. I've given, our phone number out left and right here. Vacation watch, self-defense, a lot of interest.
And if people need their homes checked on when they're on vacation, they can call the same number for the Sheriff's Office?
Absolutely. They just request that they want to put in a vacation watch.
Tell me about the Neighborhood Watch.
Neighborhood Watch, we used to be really active with the program. We have a few communities that still meet on their own and do Neighborhood Watch. It's something that we're looking into as a department to get back into. So I do have a lot of information and pamphlets that I've been handing out. People that are interested in that as well, if they just contact the Sheriff's Office, and they can definitely get more information.
And crime prevention.
Crime prevention's huge. Everybody wants to stay safe. We've talked about that in the past on interviews and stuff with me. But just different tips that you can do around your house, how to make your things to remind you. If somebody so simple comes up to your door, knocking on your door or something, you don't have to answer your door and open it to a stranger. There's different measures and steps that you can take to stay safe.
And they can contact the Sheriff's Office to get these tips?
Absolutely. Anybody at the Sheriff's Office can definitely give out the information. Deputy Trumbull and myself, Deputy McRae, we have the How Not to Be a Victim type thing class that we teach during our self-defense that we can also meet with people and discuss further.
News 46 will be back in just a moment.